I have kind of three related questions here about the future of cities. And I think that to a certain extent, the discussion about AI and the transformative potential of technology is really critical for us to understand, because I think that there are a lot of people that kind of diverge off into this, kind of Simon Ehrlich kind of Cassandra versus the kind of Panglossian view. But I really think that this misses the point here. So I think that when we build capacity to generate these data sets about cities around the world, from space, from the internet, whatever, this in some ways actively reduces the value of producing intentional or indigenous data. Local governments that are cash-strapped, looking for different ways to effectively spend money, might rely instead on internationally produced data sets or capacities rather than developing their own. And I think it's critical for us as urban scientists to work in partnership with local communities to build intentional data with those communities. The second point, I think, is really important. Who computes? Where do we put the analytical capacity to do this urban science? And I think it's really important for us not to ship it all off to Claude, because as these tools get better and better, that expertise on understanding and linking this intentional data to experienced problems in communities, it needs to live in people and probably not in a collection of weights in a data center. And finally, I think that it's really important to kind of acknowledge, and as someone who's just written a book on causal inference, kind of call out, oftentimes in statistics and analysis, and in particular this contemporary trend towards credible or causal inference, some of you might be familiar with in the social sciences, we're looking for single estimate answers of what is the causal effect of doing X. What is the right answer? And I'm sorry to tell you, there's probably not a right answer. It's probably not a right answer, even inside of one policy. Effects are heterogeneous, they're local, and they're interactive. So I think that there's kind of an oversimplification because we've got good at doing one particular collection of statistical or machine learning techniques right now, that we can use this as an answer machine for all of these different contexts. And I'm regrettably skeptical of that, the power of those tools to do what we're asking them to do. I think we're asking too much of our tools to answer these questions, and we have to work, again, in partnership with local communities to answer specific questions and really understand the heterogeneities in those answers. So those are kind of my three questions: who counts, who computes, and who cares?